Hi and welcome, John Morris Show on a Thursday. Glad you are with us today from the TFNB studios, historic Elm Avenue in Waco. Sun is shining, another warm day in Central Texas. What was it, 103 officially yesterday?
I think it was 103 and felt like 108.
Yeah.
It was cooking.
Yeah. We, so last trip out to let the dogs out at night, before we go to bed.
Right.
So that was 10:15 or so.
Yeah.
10 o'clock, 10:15. Open the door, walk back there, and I thought, this is still steamy at 10 o'clock at night.
My wife says she went outside and she was coming back in at about the same time, and she said it was still 90.
Oh
outside.
My gosh, 90
it was
at
90.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, it was at
that's
10
not
last
good.
night.
That's not good. Well, my friends in Kentucky, they're kind of crowing right now. It was 58 this morning.
What?
58. Yeah, it's going to be 80. So
lucky.
They had a storm. I think something moved through there and cleared the air and cooled it off. But think about that, 58 in July.
That would be nice. I don't know that that's natural, but that would be nice. That would definitely be nice.
Right. And a week in the 80s, but it's a different part of the country. We're glad to be glad you are with us this morning. We're brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. There were a couple of announcements that came yesterday. I want to mention to you from Baylor Athletics. One is about the concerts have been scheduled for the tailgates coming up in the fall. There's going to be, this is a revamped tailgate, and it's out in Touchdown Alley. And again, Doug McNamee's push is fan first, fan friendly. And along those lines, there's going to be a concert every pregame at McLean Stadium. And here's the lineup of guests that will be there on the first home game is Saturday, September 12th. The group is Suede. Suede is supposedly a multi-talented Waco band, Suede. It's mix of R&B, funk, rock, and jazz. I like that.
I love that.
How about that? And then second game, September 19th, the group is Members Only. That's family weekend. Members only, high energy 80s cover band, members only. So that could be very good also. Yep. Third week, and there's 3 home games in a row. First game of the year is, of course, in Atlanta, and then 3 straight home games. September 26th, the headliner will be announced on August 31st. So either they've got somebody big there, or we're still working on it. But I think they've got things. I think they've got it lined up, and maybe they're just waiting for an announcement till a little bit later.
Yeah, when I was looking at this will be the Colorado game coming in. It's going to be that what is it, the Traditions weekend and stuff. So there's probably something special cooking.
Oh, that'd be great. And that is the first conference game also on September 26th. Move forward to October 17th prior to the TCU game. Wynn Williams, rising Texas country singer Wynn Williams, will provide the pregame entertainment. November 7th, emerging Americana and country group, the Baylor alumni-led Graham St. Clair Band. So that's cool, and there's a Baylor connection there. And then November 21st, prior to the Tech game, the Sloppy Joe Band. We know those guys. Classic rock and roll from 2026 Best of Waco winner, longtime favorite Sloppy Joe Band. And those are the headliners for the concerts prior to the home games at McLean Stadium. Free, out in Touchdown Alley. Presumably, you could come, even if we want you to come and lead into the game, but you could come and enjoy the concert and walk around and everything in Touchdown Alley. And some people sit out in Touchdown Alley and watch the game or listen to the game out there and don't come in. But we want you to come in. We want you to have a ticket. We want you to be there because we need you in the stands at McLean Stadium. But really cool. The fan first era. The release reads this way. Baylor University has announced the exciting lineup of artists set to perform Baylor Backyard Live. That's the name of it. A new game day concert series at all 6 home football games this fall outside McLean Stadium on Touchdown Alley. An energetic element of Baylor athletics, fan first era. The concert series, which is free to all fans who attend, will elevate the atmosphere and Baylor fan experience surrounding Baylor football game day. So seems like they will do that. Quote in the release from Jason Cook: on campus, We've seen a convergence of college football and music across the country. Live music is a great way to bring people together in a fun, energetic environment. We're excited to bring this energetic lineup of performers as part of Baylor's new Fan First focus. Remember the Fan Fest that we had in the spring? Garrett, you were there.
Oh, yeah.
There was live music there. That was the Sloppy Joe Band, those guys that were there. And they're great. I mean, they've been around forever. Probably most of you watching have seen them somewhere before. So that's the kind of entertainment that'll be part of the tailgate area, Touchdown Alley, coming up in the fall.
And if that was just a precursor of what we're going to get, then every Saturday that this comes up is must attend. It was phenomenal. Baylor nailed this.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. So that announcement came yesterday. Doug McNamee had a statement. Saturdays in the fall at McLean are the front porch for Baylor athletics to connect with fans, new and old. Thankful for the continued partnership with campus to further enhance the energy we're building through the creation of Baylor Backyard Live. That's from AD Doug McNamee. And a couple other things to mention here, and this is all part of the release alongside the excitement of the Baylor Backyard Live concert series. Baylor Athletics has brought tailgating operations back in-house. I know a lot of people are excited about that, restoring the vibrancy, the individuality, and the unmistakable buzz that make Baylor game days special for students, alumni, and the Waco community. In addition to the live music, the concert series will feature a local DJ to add to the energy at Touchdown Alley. So ramping it up again. Baylor football, looking forward to it. The season opener is September 5th. The home opener is September 12th against Prairie View A&M. That's a night game at McLean Stadium. All right, so that announcement came yesterday. Also, another one that will come up before the season is the Meet the Bears has been scheduled. That's on August 22nd. That's a fun day. That is that'd be 2 weeks before the season opener. This is free and open to the public, and it's going to be at the Allison Indoor Practice Facility. So who knows what the temperature will be on August 22nd, right? So to hedge our bets there, it's going to be indoors at the Allison Indoor Practice Facility, which it's been the last few years. And it seems like a really good move, doesn't it, to have it indoors?
No, it is. And it also is a great opportunity to show off the Allison and let people come in and see what Baylor has to offer. It's a great setup, and it's a great event, too. And I know my son will be out there and have a lot of fun meeting some of these guys.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch. I mean, you can get a poster and get it autographed. You can bring, a helmet or something and get that autographed. And then so many kids I know get those year after year. And then, look, this is the 26 team, and look whose autograph is on there, and those kind of things. That's
hold
really
on to them forever.
Yeah,
exactly. The memorabilia, man.
Exactly. So August 22nd, put that date on your calendar for the Meet the Bears. Couple of notes there: free autographs from the football roster, coaching staff, student athletes. Family-friendly event, inflatables, games, music, photo opportunities with Bruiser and Marigold. Also, that's it. Parking free in Lot D at the Farrell Center. Clear bag policy will be in effect. Exclusive Meet the Bears posters will be available while supplies last. That's I must say collectible. You get one of those and you get the autographs, and then you've got it for the 2026 team. Starts at 12:30. Right. Actually begins at 1 p.m. and the lines close at 2:30. So that's the day, August 22nd, at the Allison Indoor Practice Facility. All right, so that's a little that's coming up, obviously, sooner than the start of the season. You want something else even sooner? How about tonight? Thursday night, Summer on the Plaza outside Foster Pavilion was canceled or postponed last Thursday because of the threat of weather, but it is back tonight. And this is 6 to 8 p.m. this evening. It's Summer at Turner Plaza at Foster Pavilion. It is free. It is open to the public. There are food trucks that are there. The football team, the Baylor football team, will be front and center. And then I think volleyball will be there tonight as well. They were the team that was scheduled to be there last Thursday when it got postponed. So I'm sorry, I don't know this for sure, but I would guess that volleyball would join football tonight there. So there's another opportunity to mix and mingle and get some autographs. tonight outside Foster Pavilion.
And we will definitely be there.
Cool.
I'm going to go pick up my son after work, and we are going to head back over here and then take in that.
Very nice. Very nice. Again, free, open to the public. There are food trucks there. You'd have to pay for your food, but just being there is free. There's some inflatables. There's some interactive things. And then with the guys and girls, our student athletes, a lot of interaction. This would be, if you want a picture with DJ Lagway or something, this might be a good opportunity for that. I think that he would be available, and whoever else you would like. Michael Allen, you want your picture with Michael Allen tonight might be the opportunity.
And also, you remember when you had the All-Star game and you had the field or it was like the sandlot and the people come out and the kids were mingling. This is a great opportunity for that too. You can learn how to throw a football from DJ Lagway or learn how to get your blocking and stuff. There's plenty of opportunities.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's true. So fun event. That is tonight, 6 to 8 p.m. outside Foster Pavilion. So take a look at that coming up this evening. All right, we're off and running on this Thursday. Fun to let you know that Sophia Young-Malcolm will join us in a few minutes. Former Baylor women's basketball All-American, WNBA star, just a great person inside and out, was on the radio with us a couple of years, then on the coaching staff at Baylor. We'll get her to tell you what she is doing now, and also I want to just ask her about the WNBA now. What are her thoughts about what's going on in the WNBA? And I think she'll have some really good thoughts. So it'll be fun. Sophia will be honored in the fall with a Distinguished Achievement Award. We'll tell you about that. So Sophia Young-Malcolm will join us coming up in just a few minutes. We look forward to visiting with her. And we're glad you're with us on this Thursday. John Morris Show brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, Central Texas, your Central Texas business bank. 7 convenient locations around Central Texas to serve you better. They're also on the web at alliancebanktexas.com. They were voted by Forbes 2025 Best in-State Banks. So check them out. That is Alliance Bank, Central Texas. Also brought to you by the Brazos Landing. Hey, we had lunch yesterday at the Brazos Landing. Came in our group of 6 guys, and inside was air conditioning. Miss Becky Lindsay and Claude Lindsay were seated right there. They said, yeah, you might want to sit inside today. We said, okay, maybe. And then we went out to the outside area, the Swamp Shack. They had the misters going and fans going, and we said, no, this is okay. So we sat out there. So even on a hot day when it was over 100 heat index, we were out there, and it was great. We had a good visit. Lunch was great, as it always is. Check it out. The $12 lunch menu is worth the trip to the Brazos Landing. Where I-35 and the Brazos River meet, that is the Brazos Landing. Take a break. More in a moment. Stay with us. John Morris Show on a Thursday. We'll be back right after this.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Thursday, Sophia Young-Malcolm scheduled to join us next segment. We look forward to visiting with her. Sophia's just so great. I mean, she is just so great. She's just so good at everything she does. When she came back to Waco, I thought, gosh, she'd be great on the radio. Sophia, you have any interest in doing that? And she said, yes, maybe. And we talked about it, and she was great at it. So she come on in. We are singing your praises is what we're doing. So Sophia will join us next segment. Yeah. So we are a lot of praises to sing with Sophia, and it'll be fun to visit with her. We'll do that coming up next segment. We're brought to you by the Lake Waco Golf Club, semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course, plus an executive 18-hole par 3 course. The bar and grill is open to the public. Check them out at lakewacogc.com. That is the Lake Waco Golf Club. We're also brought to you by Toe King of Waco, Gary Hoffman and his group, family-owned, family-run business. Toe King offers 24-hour service. They are available when you need them the most. Put their number in your phone, and you've got it ready. 254-666-5484. 254-666-5484 for Toe King of Waco, a company you can count on. All right, let's see. There was one other thing that I wanted to mention. No, I think we covered it all in the first segment. So why don't we, Garrett, if you're okay, let's take a break here. And Sophia Young-Malcolm will join us next segment. So we look forward to that. Take a break and be right back. John Morris Show continues right after this.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, team.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Toe King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Toe King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Toe King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Toe King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back, John Morris Show on this Thursday, and what a treat to have Sophia Young-Malcolm in studio with us.
I am here.
Very nice to see you. It's
Live
been
in
a
person.
while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We need to stay in touch, do a better job of staying in touch, but thanks for coming in.
No problem.
Good to see you. What prompted the invitation? I don't need really anything to invite you, but I saw that the Baylor Black Alumni Association is going to honor you in the fall with the Barbara Walker Distinguished Achievement Award. So
That's
congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I've been to those dinners, those banquets before. They are very good, very well done. First class.
I saw you in some of the pictures when I was looking through
Did you?
when I was looking through their gallery. So I was like, oh, John's there.
I've been there. That was fun because a year ago or 2 years ago, they honored Joe, who worked with us. So it was really nice. They did a really good job.
Good.
But congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was a surprise for me. I know whenever I received the call from Marie, the president, I was like looking at my kids and I were just out shopping and she called me and I was like, who is this? And so she said, you won this award. And I was like, wait, who is this? Like, is this a prank? Like what? It was so out of the blue, and she had to do some convincing. For she's like, no, it's real, And so I thought that was just really cool. It's like it came out of nowhere.
Very nice. Those are the best kind, aren't they?
Those are the best kind. Yeah, it's
exactly.
Yeah.
And Marie is great.
Yeah.
I don't know if you met her in person yet,
I
but
have
she's
not
great.
Yet. I have not yet.
She is a go-getter. Let me tell you. She pushes this and to make it as good as it can be and as good as it is. So you'll enjoy it when you get to meet Marie.
Good.
So congratulations on that.
Yeah.
So besides accepting awards, what else are you doing these days?
Well, I am a stay-at-home mom full-time right now. And let me tell you, that is a much more challenging job to me than just like coaching. Just because it's like, you have to wear so many different hats, and be in so many different places and know where everything is, even if you hadn't seen it before. It's like, hey, mom, have you seen this? And I'm like, I haven't even seen that, So like knowing where everything is. And that has just been a joy to me to be present. And I really didn't understand like how much I was missing until I'm present. So I am so grateful for this opportunity to be with my kids while they're at this age.
Very cool. And that, to be honest, is part of the reason you stepped away from full-time coaching, right? I mean, that is so time consuming.
It is. Yeah. And college athletics is really tough. I love coaching. It's like, I always say, if I didn't have kids, that's literally what I would be doing is coaching, because I enjoy it so much. But it is time consuming, and something's gonna have to give, right? And it was one or the other for me, not this is not with everyone, but for me, that's what it was. And so I just realized like, okay, my kids are this age, so let me really take some time to spend with them. And I'm grateful that I've done that. It's been a blast.
Very cool. And your kids are 8
My kids are 8 or 9.
8 and 9. Great age.
Yeah, they're great age to where they still value everything that I say.
Of course they do.
Right.
They
So
always
that's
will.
right.
Come
Okay,
on.
sure.
Yeah, that'll never change.
Right.
You believe me there?
No way.
That's good that you have that time with them. I was mentioning you did radio with us for a couple of years.
I
And you were
did.
great at it. You just
Thank
stepped
you.
right in.
Thank
and
you.
Did
Thank
you enjoy that?
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love being able to like concise a thought and
Yep.
put it in
Yep.
like a 10-second or a 20
Right.
second, feel for people to understand what was going on. And I was like, hey, if I ever get that opportunity again, I think I will do that because it was really good.
That's cool. You were a
Yeah.
natural.
Well, thank you.
You were a natural. You were very good at it. Tell me about, are you doing the podcast with Jermaine, with your husband?
Yes. So my husband and I do a podcast called Relationships and Reason, and that is just about like life. What is like being married, what is like having a relationship with friends and family, and how to navigate those, and when to set boundaries, and how to set boundaries, and what to allow within your marriage, what to allow within your family, who raises your family, who talks to, who invests in you and your people. And so that has been a blast, him and I getting to do that together. Nice. There's been moments where we're just like, oh yeah, I don't agree with you, but so that's been really fun to do that with him.
That's good. Where would we find that podcast?
You can find that on Spotify or Apple.
Okay.
So anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find that.
Very good. And when you say family, I mean, your family is right here, but your extended family, is anybody close? Are they on the West Indies or where?
My sister is actually in San Antonio.
Okay.
And my mother-in-law is in San Antonio as well.
Gotcha.
So they're the closest. Everyone else is in New York or Canada or England or back in the Caribbean.
Wow.
So I'm actually gonna get to go back and hopefully do a family reunion this coming
fun.
Christmas. So that will be fun for us to connect.
I was going to ask you, how often do you get back there?
I haven't been back since 2019.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So I am looking forward to it. My kids are looking forward to it, and we are excited to be on the beach in the water on Christmas Day.
On Christmas
on
Day.
Christmas Day. So that's how I grew up. That was my culture. So I'm looking forward to that.
Remind everybody, growing up, you didn't really play basketball. You started basketball really late.
I did.
And a great career, All-American at Baylor, national championship, WNBA, all of that. But you started really late, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I actually just got to share my testimony with a group of high schoolers at the FCA captains camp. Nice. And sometimes when you like look back in life and you start reading things, you're like, wait, who did that? That I can't believe, like the way that God has just worked within my life to give me these opportunities. I started playing basketball at 15 years old. 15 years old. So sophomore in high school, which now there's no way that you can go and make even a D1 college team to be starting at that age. But when I was growing up, I did not like watching basketball. I didn't play it. But when I came to the US and started playing, as a way to keep me from being like lonely and missing my family, like I just invested in basketball. Gotcha. So that's literally what I did all the time to keep my mind sane. Yeah. And with anything, the more you practice, the better you're gonna get. Sure. So I thought basketball just kept my mind away from anything. So whenever you're running down the court, it's so hard to breathe, and so you can't really think. You can't even remember a play, much just think about what's happening outside of the court. So I loved basketball for that reason. Yeah. It just kind of made me stop thinking about what I was dealing with, and I was just like, oh, this is actually really fun. I enjoy it. And you're good at it. I was getting better at it at that point. And so I love running. I love the footwork. I love the hand-eye coordination. I started enjoying my teammates, and it became fun. And so that's literally what I did every day as a sophomore, and then happened to run into Coach Bo Roberts. You guys know a lot of him. He's a big part of my story, and he just happened to have a daughter that coached.
This is Jennifer's dad.
This is Jennifer's dad. Right, yeah. That coach here,
and that's how. Lo and behold, that's how you got to Baylor.
That's how I got to Baylor.
That's
and so Baylor, I won't say like I went through this recruiting process where Baylor was trying to get me, for a number of years. It was just one call, come watch me
That's
play,
simple, huh?
and then Coach Mulkey offered me a scholarship.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's like all in alignment, where God just kind of aligned everything, so I didn't have to like stress out about like, where am I gonna go? It
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I came to Baylor, I loved it, and that's what I chose.
Wow.
You know?
How about that? You think about how your steps were ordained.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
that
goodness.
path, and it was a long path.
Oh my goodness.
To come to the United States,
Yes.
and then for Bo to see you and make the call,
Yes.
and end up at Baylor, and in the
Yeah.
NBA. How about that?
Yeah. Like,
All of that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, when I look back and I'm like, wait, how did I started off, being in the Caribbean, and coming to the US
Right.
by myself,
Right. How tough was that?
Oh my gosh. I started thinking about like my daughter at 15.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
I don't think there's anywhere in the world that I would allow her to get on a plane
Sure.
by
I
herself
would.
with $40 with nothing that I know what's gonna happen, But my mom, she trusted God for that process, and for me, like, I felt like the Holy Spirit was just like, hey, it's time to go.
Yeah.
And I just believed. I believed that God would take care of me.
Walk in faith.
That was a walk in faith
I'm
moment.
sure.
Yeah. So and every part of my journey has been that way.
Wow.
Even like I said, coming to Baylor, I wanted to go to Louisiana Tech out of high school because
Okay.
that's where all my friends were going.
Right.
I was in Shreveport, and Louisiana Tech was like a dominant
Sure.
powerhouse for women's basketball back then.
Mhm.
And I went to their camp, and I did really well. I got the MVP for the camp, so I was like, surely they're gonna offer me a scholarship, but then they didn't.
They didn't.
They did not.
Wow.
And
You were right in their backyard.
I was right in their backyard. And within that time, that's when Coach Bo was telling, Coach Mulkey to come and watch me play. And so she came, saw me, offered me a scholarship. I signed in November to Baylor. And then in February, Louisiana Tech was starting to reach out. But then
Too
I had
late.
already signed. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So so that to me was God's protection, and with the way my life turned out, you're like, oh, thank God, that I didn't
Wow,
end
that's
up
great.
there.
Do you stay in touch with Coach Mulkey?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I love the success that she's having,
Yeah.
at LSU, and one of my really good friends, and Simone Augustus, is coaching with her as
Okay.
well. So Simone and I played together overseas in Turkey, and so it's just been great, like connecting with her and seeing all the things that's happening. So yeah,
That's so great. You said also now you're working with Athletes in Action. What does that entail?
I am. Athletes in Action is the sports ministry that gets to work with college student athletes about their faith and discipleship, growing in their faith, and it's about like the total athlete, not just about like the physical development or academic development, but like your spiritual development as well. When most of the time we see athletes in the on the court or on the field, and we're expecting them to just be powerful all the time, right? But there's a space where I often say, when you're laying in bed all alone, and it's just you and your thoughts, like, how do you handle those things when things are not going well?
Right.
And that's kind of where the spiritual component comes in. And so with Athletes in Action, we work to help with like the discipleship piece, the spiritual, so they can have the end goal is to develop a personal relationship with Jesus.
Right.
That's the end goal. But either way, it's like giving them that foundation, especially in college, to win life. Whenever they finish, then they can know that, hey, I remember somebody told me about, Jesus back in college, like how life is this way now, then I can trust in God for that.
Oh, man, you're so good. You're so good at that, and your story is so good. And I'm sure it impacts, you do some local camps. Do you do camps every once in a while here?
I do. I did one camp last Christmas where I worked with 4th grade to about 8th grade.
Okay.
And that turned out really well. So my plan is to hopefully do that again.
Good.
And I know that there's some opportunities that's coming with some club teams here in Waco. So I'm looking forward to all of that help with youth girls basketball development here in Waco.
And mentorship also.
And mentorship
I mean, that's really big, I know, for you. That's good. How about your time at Baylor, the national championship 05? We'll never forget that. That is so fun. In fact, I reached out to you and tried to get you on the show when the NCAA tournament started, and your schedule wouldn't allow it. But every year when the tournament comes around, do you kind of relive those experiences?
It's one of those things you don't want to, for me, whenever you meet somebody who has been like way past their time and you're like, hey, I remember when, and you're like, oh God, please, no, Mom. My kid's like, Mom, your time is over.
That's funny.
So I relive that moment with my teammates a lot.
Good.
Whenever we get together and we just kind of talk about, what that season of our lives was like. Now that we're in the age that we are in, we just remember how free and how fun without responsibilities. How that time in life was. But that journey was to me, such a pivotal time for me in my life, and such a pivotal time for the city of Waco as well, right? And so I run into people now who still remember, what that was like, not just winning the championship, but what it did to the community. So that's always very rewarding to hear when people talk about like, oh my gosh, like you guys won a championship and what it did for Waco, because I think that propelled Baylor for the success that it would have in the future for every sport.
Very
so
well said. That was 21 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that hard to believe?
I know. Well, okay.
No, I mean, I was right there with you. But that was 21 years ago. So very fun. Into the WNBA, San Antonio, and that was a great experience for you, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness. To be able to go from Waco to San Antonio was just amazing, because I had so many people from Waco drive down, to the games often. And what I love to tell this story, because this is another God ordained incident for me. So the draft, the pre-draft, everybody was saying I was going to be drafted number 3.
Okay.
Right. That's what was supposed to happen. Okay. And in the draft room, I'm at the draft, and just knowing that I'm going to go 3 to Charlotte. That's what everybody said. So Charlotte is on the clock, and they changed their mind, like in that middle, in that space. I found this out later. Obviously. Okay. In that space of time, they changed their mind and drafted Monique Curry in front of me. And Monique went on to have a fantastic career. But that left me with number 4, and I coached San Antonio, and Coach Hughes and Russ Bookbinder were huge parts of that. And so immediately they were like, get her.
That's right.
So with that, I stayed in San Antonio for my whole entire career. But within 3 years of being in San Antonio, the Charlotte organization, folded, and then everybody on that team had to be dispersed,
right?
All around the league. And so I often just thank God for that, just because, like, right. If I was in that program or organization, I would have been one, jumping around the league. But I was able to go to San Antonio and stay there my whole career, which is not common.
Very unusual. Once again, your steps were ordained even after Baylor.
Even after Baylor.
What do you think of the WNBA now? How much do you watch it? And what do you think about kind of where the league is right now?
I'm keeping up with it. Yes. Right. So I watch it. I watch it for the game mostly. You know, I watch it for like the skill because I love skill development. So I'm often like, looking at different skills that the players are doing. In fact, I was watching Indiana play. Who was I watching? I was watching a game last night and my mind just went blank. But I was just like, oh my goodness, like a particular skill. I was like, I need to teach that. So really? I watch the game for that reason. Yeah. There's a lot of drama that's going on with the league right now, and so some of it I just try to stay out of because I just want to manage my own peace and not to get caught up in a lot of different things. I do love the attention that the WNBA is getting from the world right now. Women's sports is drawing a lot of attention, and I do like how people are buying into that. And there was a quote or an image last night that showed how the new players and like, you know, Caitlin Clark and Paige Beckers and oh my goodness, the player from TCU that just went to Minnesota. My mind just went blank. Anyways. Pardon?
Olivia Miles.
Yeah.
And just come in and they're averaging like 6 assists and, you know, 20 points. And, you know, so they're saying like the league is, you know, in good hands of those players and what they're doing within the league right now. So you can tell that they're very skilled players and they're going to do a fantastic job. So I like to pay attention to that type of stuff when it comes to like the skill and what they're doing and what they're able to do rather than the outside.
Gotcha.
You
watch for the game. You don't watch for the drama.
There's a lot of things that you can like get caught up with, and you're like, wait, how is this affecting my life? You know? So
Coach Colin took the team up to a Dallas Wings game recently, and she was telling me that it wasn't just go sit there and eat popcorn, you know, and scroll on your phone. She gave them things to watch for, and then there was a quiz. Like she asked them things after the game, either on the ride back or the next day. So it was like a teaching, coaching experience to go be there live at that game.
And I mean, some of the girls that's coming into Baylor, their goal is to make the WNBA. So it's like when you go to the game, like, are you just watching it just for fun, or are you watching it like, oh, I can be there in the next year, or I can be there in the next 2 years? Like, what are they doing? How fast are they moving? Am I able to keep up? So, so I love that Coach Nikki, you know, takes the girls, you know, to Dallas to see that, because it gives them something to aspire to, right? And like most people think they want to do something until they're there or until they see it. They're like, maybe, you know, like, am I really going to be able to keep up? You know, because usually people just say things, but like when it comes to like actually doing it, you know, so I love that she takes them there so they can see like how fast the WNBA is. Very fast. You know, you can, I mean, the same in the NBA. In college, sometimes you take the ball, you dribble it, walk it up, dribble it. But in the WNBA, it's 2 passes and it's a layup. There's 1 pass and it's a layup. So there's not a lot of waiting around.
Very good. How, this may not be a fair question, but how much has the WNBA improved since you were playing? I think 2015 was your last year to play. What do you think about the league? You know, the quality of the competition, quality of the players.
I definitely think it has improved, obviously, from the financial perspective. You know, so that's huge. Like if there's moments when who played with me, we're like, man, if if we had some of the things that just go back to college, oh gosh, NIL. Oh goodness, somebody was like, how much money would you have made? I was like, you know,
that's true. Sorry, I brought that up.
I know you kind of hit in the sweet spot, but it's all for the good. I think the WNBA has improved in that sense. I think the game and the skill, I think the girls are they're crafty, you know. There's back in when I played, there was usually like a lot of, you know, post players on the inside working around, but now you have more versatile players that are able to do much more things. And so I think it's going in the right direction of improving it in that way. And like we talk about skill, there are times when I'm watching it and I'm like, wait, could I do that? Oh, did I used to be able to do that? You know,
you could roll out of bed and do it today. You could.
I don't know if I roll out of bed. We have to stretch and warm up for a few hours first. But I think it's improving in the right direction.
Very good. Well, it's so good to see you. Thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
Best to Jermaine and your kids.
Thank you.
We just appreciate you and your heart and the way you continue to represent.
Love Baylor. I absolutely love what Baylor stands for. I love the university. I that's one of the reasons why we stayed around here, you know, because of what Baylor has done in my life. And I feel like Baylor holds such a sweet part of who I am. So that's great. Bless you very much. All right. The great Sophia Young-Malcolm. Great to have her with us. And remember the podcast, it is Relation Reasons, right? So look that up and we can all learn from that. Thanks to Sophia. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap things up right after this.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Make this the summer event at Allen Samuels Jeep in Waco. Be among the first to see and drive the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee, delivering up to 37 miles per gallon. Or drive home a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo with your choice of 0% financing for 36 months or 2.9% for 84 months. Or save $9,000 off MSRP. Don't miss these incredible summer savings at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
This year, I made a New Year's resolution. I want every business to own a new copier from CTWP. Call me, Leroy the Copier Dog. Let's get you a copier delivered today. CTWP, your local copier company.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And back final segment, John Morris Show on this Thursday. What a treat to have Sophia Young-Malcolm in the studio with us. She is just, she's dynamic. She's a great speaker. She's got such a good heart. And we are fortunate that they have stayed in Waco after her playing and coaching days here in Waco. I mean, she got a lot of ties in San Antonio. They could have easily moved back there, but we're fortunate to have she and Jermaine here in Waco. So great to have her on with us. That was a lot of fun to reminisce a little bit about her great career, national championship, All-American, All-Star WNBA career. Let's share some birthdays with you. We like to do that to close things out here in the hour. How about this? July 23rd is Shelly Giglio's birthday. Shelly in Atlanta. Happy birthday to you. We love Shelly and Louie. So short version of this story is my wife, Terry, came to Baylor, was in Collins' dorm, and had a roommate assigned, and things didn't weren't going so great, but Terry met Shelly down the hall, and Jill, Shelly's cousin, met them down the hall and basically moved into their room with them for half a semester at Collins Hall, and a lifetime friendship began right there. So we love Shelly and Louie and Jill. We love Jill also, but happy birthday to Shelly Giglio today over in Atlanta. I need to check with them to see if the Giglios will be there for the Baylor-Auburn game in Atlanta on September 5th. If so, I bet you Terry Morris is going to want to make that trip. So happy birthday to Shelly Giglio. It's Bryce Cherry's birthday today, sports director, Waco Tribune-Herald. Great guy. Good friend. Happy birthday to Bryce Cherry. Chase Jolish worked with us in Baylor Athletics. Now is, I think, still with the Las Vegas Knights NHL team and doing very well there. So happy birthday to Chase. It's Kirk Allen's birthday today. Coach Kirk Allen Crawford, happy birthday to him as well. One more, Will Farrar, or two more. Will Farrar with Baylor football. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday. And Abby Klisch is with business office in Baylor Athletics. Happy birthday to Abby. And that's the list that I have for today, July the 23rd. Happy birthday to all of them. All right, we're going to step away for like 23 hours. Lord willing, we're back tomorrow morning in the 9 a.m. hour. Hope you can join us then on a Friday. But thanks again to Sophia Young-Malcolm for coming in, being on with us. What a delight to be able to visit with her. Appreciate her so much. Thanks to Brandon and Garrett behind the scenes. They are actually scrambling behind the scenes right now. Maybe you can tell. Hopefully you can't. But thanks to Brandon and Garrett. And thanks to you for being with us. Brought to you by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank Central Texas. Lord willing, we'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 9. Have a great day. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Spring is sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.